President Trump has pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord. The president explained that the agreement was both economically destructive to the United States and virtually useless in preventing change to the climate. Al Gore countered those arguments by explaining, quote, "This is the apocalypse and everyone will die, as sure as my name is Napoleon Bonaparte." As long as we had the Paris Climate Accord, everything was great, but now that our wonderful accord is gone, the earth is suddenly so hot I'm burning up right now and can hardly breathe, and all the water in my swimming pools has evaporated, and people are devouring polar bears in the streets. We have to start a revolution right away, although I still have 2 more episodes of House of Cards to watch, but right after that, we'll go on a big march to protest the fact that Donald Trump has single-handedly killed everybody, booga booga, unquote. EPA head Scott Pruitt further defended America's leaving the accord by pointing out that the accord penalized the U.S., which has been leading the world in reducing carbon emissions while requiring virtually nothing of India and China, who are among the worst polluters. Arguing against this, former President O'Hara, it's hard to remember his name now that his legacy is just a handful of dust that drifted through the air for a brief moment of time and then wafted to Earth to mingle with the other dust, making it essentially just a big pile of dust. But anyway, President O'Krama made a statement saying, quote, "The nations that remain in the Paris Agreement will be the nations that reap the benefits in jobs and industries created, like the job of flying around the world in a private jet complaining about pollution, and the industry of selling people solar panels for their houses and then coming back the next day to sell them candles so they'll be able to read at night," unquote. President Pajama went on to say, quote, "In withdrawing from the Paris Accord, America has rejected the future, because if there's one thing I know, it's what's going to happen in the future. Just like climate scientists know the future, because that's what scientists do. They know the future. Or maybe that's what wizards do. I always get those 2 confused. Which one wears the conical hat with the stars on it?" Unquote. After making his statement, President Bahama left the podium and broke his nose by walking face first into a marble column, which had apparently been placed there by someone who didn't realize that the future didn't have a marble column in it on the spot where Obama was going to be walking in the future. So it was a whole future screw-up. We'll try not to let that happen in the future. In any case, it's easy to understand why Obama loved the Paris Accord. It was exactly like the Obama administration, hysterically loved by the left while hurting America and accomplishing nothing of importance. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.